So, Friday morning, 24 hours, I'm going to be running the UTS 50k in Wales. UTS is actually a 57k run through Snowdonia National Park with 3,500 metres or 10,000 feet of climbing, depending on whether you're old school or not. I'm going to be heading down to the event with Josh, who's flown in all the way from Paris to come and run it. We're in search of UTMB stones, which get you ballot entries for UTMB finals in Chamonix. We're trying to hit about 13 stones, which will give us roughly a 80% chance of getting into the finals next year. So we've already done the Julian Alps 80k in Slovenia. We got this in Snowdonia, and then we're doing 110k in the Pyrenees in about 2 months' time. I'm feeling both well and badly prepared for the event, having run about 80-mile weeks for the last 12, but only about 1,000 feet of climbing each week's 300 metres, because the biggest hills we got in Cambridge are bridges. I've literally just had a thought. That elevation over the last 12 weeks means that I've pretty much only just ticked off the elevation of the whole race over 3 months of training. You don't need to run hills to run them well in a race though, do you? But there is one man who's less well prepared than me, and cut to him now. Can you introduce yourself to the fans?
Hello vlog. Is this the reawakening of Cambridge endurance crew?
Gaines gang.
Gaines gang.
Maybe in an Instagram format though.
I'm not sure it's Gaines gang at the moment as much as it's like, I don't know, skeleton gang or something.
Can you just
anorexia gang. Can
you tell the camera roughly how many kilometres a week you've run over the last 12 weeks?
Can I make it over the last 12 weeks?
Yeah.
Can I sum them all and then just say how many K I've run in the last like 12 weeks total?
Yes, roughly.
About 120k.
120k. And good luck. Borat and I have gone for slightly different fueling strategies. He's gone for one Huel, which is a great fuel for a 50k race. I've gone for prawn crackers, sushi, sausage rolls or ham rolls, and panerazans. Diet is off.
That was off this morning.
Were you even recording that?
No.
No. Spoil sport.
I didn't. It took you that so long. It took your DJI to turn on.
I'm gonna have to act it out again. It won't be as funny in the moment.
Okay, don't worry. I'll do it again.
Oh, Lewis Hamilton into the corners.
around a blind corner.
It wasn't quite as funny. Made it all the way to Llanberis. Lewis Hamilton over here took all the corners perfectly. Sign me up, Mercedes. There's the event village just over there in beautiful Llanberis.
Oh, I guess
Then we'll be round, looking after the youngsters. Huge.
Chopper. Oh, it's a video. Is it just a standard poker t-shirt though? Registration done. It's quite easy. But Borat made it look hard. Couldn't find his number. Because he's not a nice low number like me. You know, when you're in the thousands like Borat, it takes a while to think of it. Lucky he didn't study maths at uni.
They sent me 2 different emails.
Yeah, so they just checked our bottles and they checked our Saharan caps. Although it's not Saharan, it's just a cap, and mine's covered in holes anyway, so it wouldn't do anything for my head regardless. But yeah, off to go and find some dinner now, I think.
Yeah, probably. So Charles Pearson, what is the race strategy for tomorrow?
Win.
Go
hard. Break them on the first climb. All the
Leave
pros,
them for dead.
Put them in the gutter. And if they come past me on the descent, kick their ankles.
So sprint up the first climb.
Yeah, sprint up the first
and
climb.
break some ankles on the descent.
Yeah, hopefully not my ankles, because it is pretty technical, the first descent.
You could bring everyone else down when you fall over as well.
I could, yeah. Yeah, if I'm going down, they're all coming down with me. Yeah, I'm taking everyone down with me.
Chopper.
Josh Barrett, what's your race strategy tomorrow?
You can't steal my segment.
Yes, I can.
What's my race strategy tomorrow? Probably just hang on.
Hang on.
Hang on.
To who?
To anyone.
Last place.
Anyone.
The broom wagon.
Yeah, it's like that. No, 8.5 hours.
Are you going to beat the
I said it on the camera, 8.5 hours.
You can eat with chopsticks.
Yeah, it's just a reflection of it.
So our hotel has a plumbing issue, so she's put us in her old home, her cottage, which looking at it we thought this is going to be terrible, but oh, that was a wasp. But we got ourselves a 3-bed beautiful cottage, 4-bed beautiful cottage.
For a romantic get.
For a romantic get. She definitely thought we were a gay couple, 100%. Take a look at this. For £90 a night, £45 each. We could sublet this place for more than that. Just laid out all my kit in a very satisfying Instagram style before I pack it all into my Solomon pack for tomorrow. Fueling is pretty much all gels and liquid. This is some Mortine from the Ark, so I'm going to try and break that down, but it's pretty hard from 3 months ago. Shoes, wore them once at the Ark and DNF'd, so bad omens with those shoes, but we'll see what happens. Magico cap, thanks Toby. And then you've got to carry jacket, waterproof trousers, tights, waterproof gloves, even though it's 18 degrees and 0% chance of rain. Anyway, I'll pack it all into a bag and then go to bed. See you in the morning. 6 AM. Slept pretty terribly, as you do before a race. Got breakfast, just pastries, bananas, and one of these Nature Valley bars. So we have 2 pastries, 2 bananas, and a Nature Valley bar over the next 2.5 hours. Race starts at 8:30. But having Tilda Rice, like Hugo Fry, #unsponsored. Yeah. Go time. Made it to the start. Bort's about to have a lie down. It's about 7 AM. We had the option to park in the proper parking, which was £30 for the day, and you had to park in. How do you call it, Bort?
I think it's Bangor.
Bort thinks it's Bangor. I think it's Banger.
You know
He might be right. So instead we decided to park about 2 minutes from the start, and it was £6 for the day. So
Charles just has to be done by 8 o'clock.
Yeah, as long as I'm finished by 8 PM, we're fine. If I'm not finished by 8, then we're stuck here for the night. So fingers crossed. Race ready?
Yeah, but wait.
Just a little queue for the loo.
This fine, we've already been.
Yeah, we've already been, so we'll be fine.
Now, for all you people who've never done this before, you just have to clap in sync to the track. All the people who are on the outside, you can also take part if you want, and we're going to start it now. So just listen to the beat, listen to the clap, and I want you all to take part. Get your hands in the air, and let's go.
I was a bit out. Concentrating.
Sorry.
Those dark times when
Tamberis is waiting.
Let's start until you cross the line.
4, 3, 2, 1. UTMB 2025 wave 1 of the 50k. You are on your way. Good luck to you all. Good luck.
Borit's left me for dead. He's all the way up there already. Only 200 metres in, he's sprinting. About 15 minutes in, sat in a group with the lead women. Said hello to my mate, who's probably going to finish top 10, and then went backwards pretty quick. My Achilles is just terrible on this sort of steep terrain. It's flattened out now. I thought the poles would help, but just so tight and burning. Anyway, long day to go. About 40 minutes in, I've ditched the poles, as you can see. Just finding them annoying. They're making me walk. Achilles is just so bad on all this steep stuff. Just can't train for it in Cambridge. But, there's plenty more of it to come. Not sure where Borit is. Look back down the mountain, see if I can see him, but I can't. Bit bipolar today, if you'll pardon the pun. They're back out. It's too steep not to. Just crazy. I remember doing Snowdonia last time. I don't remember this though. Look at that. It's going down forever. Anyone play Where's Borit? Or Where's Wally? Finally found a bit of Snowdonia that is shallow enough that I can run without my Achilles screaming at me. This is enjoyable now. Views are amazing on a day like today. See all the way out to sea. Just come to the top of the first ascent. Thank you marshals. And now we're on to the techie pig track, which means I'm going to lose even more places. What a view though, look at that lake. Thank you. For reference, it took me about an hour for the first ascent of Snowdonia, so that's alright. I would have liked slightly quicker, maybe 55, but I'll take that given how my legs feel. I just got to hope that they warm up a bit on the second ascent. My Achilles doesn't is such a problem that's what happened in Slovenia, so we'll see. Been descending for about 20 minutes now. This is really starting to wear on my right quad. It's gone to jelly. Nice little pack here though, quite windy. My camera.
Oh.
I think that's the technical bit of the descent done. Onto the runnable bit now. My quads are dead, completely dead. Just realised you can't train for this kind of stuff in Cambridge, it's just not possible. I didn't even try. So they say don't wreck your quads on the first descent. This could be a long, long day. Just coming into the first aid station, just under 2 hours. So aid station done. I think that one was 15k in. I've got absolutely no idea where the next one is. We've got to run up Snowdon again to the top this time. We were about 500 metres from the top last time in terms of not heights, but you know, straight line. Yeah, had some pretzels, Coke, water, watermelon, and now we've got 7k flat before we hit the next descent, and then the next aid station's after the second descent of Snowdon. So got some time to make up some ground on the flat now. Keep yo-yoing with this guy behind. He's much better than me on the techie stuff, but I keep beating him on the flat stuff, so he will beat me by the end. But I just went the wrong way, only by about 30 metres, and he didn't shout to me. Thank you. It's a bit of a prick move. We're only sat in like 25th or so. Like, you want to beat someone just by not telling them. We're now on ascent 2 of Snowdon. Just spent the last couple of minutes messing around with my camera because I thought I'd put it in some dive setting or something. Serves me right for not practicing with it before, as with the poles. But up we go. Found a lovely runnable section, plodding along. What I like. Can't see my watches. 450s, not bad. Nice tailwind. About to hit little windy path. I don't know if you can see it. Goes up over there and then left. And I think that's the top over there. Yeah, looking forward to getting to the top of Snowdon again. And it's just 2 smaller hills. Won't feel like such a big challenge after that. Enjoying it so far. Having to climb up this sort of ski gully, just had to go kind of hands and knees up it. It's quite technical. Fun though. Started getting some cramps in my quads and calves. It's pretty difficult on this techie stuff. Need some more water. Sorry, can I squeeze through?
Yeah.
That's the top of Snowdon for you. No one gives a shit. It's so fucking busy because there's a train. Anyway, on the descent. Here we go. This is a much nicer descent than the first one, much more runnable, much less steps, nicer on the quads. Just trying to keep it fairly steady though, because I'm conscious there's still 2 more big descents to go. Yeah. Moved up a lot of places on that climb, so bodes well for the next. Just had my first fall, just kicked a rock, tripped, not too much damage. Don't know what my pack looks like. Don't care. I need some water at this aid station ASAP. I need to concentrate on this descent. It's nice and flowing. But it's very easy to trip. Aid station 2.
What do you want?
Water and Coke.
Okay.
Can I have some Coke in that
Coke?
one?
I'll get you Coke. Can I spray you down?
Me. I'm alright, thank you.
I'll suggest inside arms, back of your neck.
Water. You're gone then. At that aid station, straight onto the next climb. said it was 8k and 500 meters till the next aid station, which is the last one. Got a bit of shade going on here. A couple of people overtook me in the aid station, but I wanted to make sure my leg was alright after my fall and take enough time to get water and stuff on board. So hopefully it'll pay off. Only just there anyway. Cool. This climb looks absolutely nuts. It's like a wall. I don't think it's that long, but it's going to take a long time. I've just all of a sudden got crippling cramp down the inside of my adductor. I can't lift my leg properly, and I've got to go up there. I've had a salt stick, but there's not much else I can do at the moment. Shit. Well, it's not a bad place to be temporarily disabled. I'm hoping it loosens out after a couple of minutes. Then I got some people to chase down again. And, yeah. Finally made it to the top of that climb. That was a slow one. Made a friend though. He's gave me a little bit of a talking to. Offered me some salt tablets, but I had enough. Looks like it's quite a steep descent now. Down to the aid station, about 2 miles, and then 10 miles to go with 1 climb and 1 descent. So feeling all right. My adductor isn't amazing, but just got to. It's not the bad one. Training, it's the other one, so it's cramp. Some coke in that, please. Yeah, thank you. Got a bit cramped, but last climb begins. We've got about 9 miles to finish, just under 15k. This is what we got to go up. It looks a bit longer, less steep than the last one. I've had like 4 salt tabs in the last hour and a half, so I'll either have a heart attack or my cramp will go, or I'll keep having cramp. Either way, not too far now. Somehow took a wrong turn, ended up stumbling through this forest. My cramp's really bad now. I can't run because anything that lifts my leg causes it. I don't know where the fuck the path is. Oh, this is such a pain. How did I go so wrong? Not the only one either. What? Oh, cramp. Right, last climb. I just popped another salt cap and my cramp seems to have gone a little bit. I'd like to make up a couple of places up here, especially after I lost a couple going the wrong way. Yeah, I wanted to finish in sub 8. So I've got an hour and a half to do 6.5 miles, 1 climb, 1 descent. Let's go. Nearly at the top of the final climb. This one's been a cruel one. I don't know if you can hear me, it's quite windy. But you can see Lambert's the finish on the side left of me. You can see it the whole way up. But I think this is it now. Yeah. I was hoping you could go around it. Turns out the last climb wasn't the last climb. There's a few nasty kickers on this descent. To be honest, it's a bit of a relief on the quads though. Not far now. What have we got? 5 miles, 8k. Oh, just been told this is the last climb. I've had cramp the whole way up it. My adductor. Decided it's a mindset. Cramp is a mindset. Just move, you weak, pathetic thing. 1 descent to go. 5k to go. I'm on 7 hours 20 minutes. So as long as the cramp doesn't rear its ugly head, which is definitely a possibility, I can feel my calves, I'll go sub 8, which I'll be pretty pleased with. It's not amazing, but given the cramp problems, still pretty decent. I've been told I've done the last climb 3 times now, and I've still got a climb to do. 3k to go, 1.8 miles, and I've got 29 minutes to do it in under 8 hours. I can do that. Okay, glorious flat roads, but 0.8 of a mile to the finish. Come on.
No, just a little bit further down maybe, and we'll get our photo. More athletes coming in across the line.
Yeah, this is Charles in the 50k.
Yep. So just wait for our next athlete coming in. There we are.
Boom shakalaka. Just for you, Ben.
Okay, so there we are, ladies and gentlemen, our top 3. We have Magda, Elsie, and...
All done. Had a chat to a few people at the end. Water, and now this could go terribly wrong, but I'm going to sit in this stream to try and cure my cramp, because I've got to drive back 5 hours now. I've got about an hour, I think, until Boric comes in, depending on how slow he descends the last climb. I've left this too long already. The stream is freezing and I'm not sure I actually want to get in it, but let's do it anyway. It might help my legs. Fuck. Trying to find a place I can sit. Oh, that's cold. Oh, okay. Oh my god, that's freezing. That's absolutely freezing. I need to get my quads under. Here we go. Sat in a stream. Sit here. 10 minutes. Ice bath till Boric turns up. Cramp. Come on. It's gonna be a long journey home. Actually feeling pretty refreshed now. Could make it 100k. I couldn't make it 100k. That was a joke. So I'm gonna have to in 7 weeks. Someone was saying they did round around 50k last year, and it's so much worse than what I've just done. I'm doing the 100k, 110k in 7 weeks. Oh, it's so stupid. Why do I enter these things? Right, I've had a bit of time to relax. Post-race fuel, we've got quavers, cheese and onion crisps, and a white icing cake that looks very like you get in a school dinner, and a bottle of milk for protein. Not that I really care now, but got to drive 5 hours, so I could do with my legs feeling a bit better. Boric looks like he's about 40, probably 30 minutes away now. Depends how easy he finds that last descent. Yeah, tough day out there, I reckon, for him. We'll find out in a minute. It's Boric! Well done, Boric! He's almost done. Bloody hell. Just got a little loop to do. I better get to the finish. Well done, Boric! Joshua Boric, you're a 50k runner.
That was the hardest thing I've ever done. That was harder than Snowdonia, without a doubt.
But it was 25k shorter.
Yeah, but I've up until, so I went up Snowdon the first time hard and did quite well. Got rinsed on the descent, but I was also sat in like 40th. so that might explain why. I could see you the whole way up.
Could you? I was looking back because I
know,
thought about
I saw
waiting
you
for you.
look
I was
back.
having problems with my Achilles.
And then I thought, when I got rinsed on the downhill, but I kind of expected that. So, and then I just felt so sick. Up at the second Snowdon, I lost about 30-20 minutes.
Yeah.
Every kilometre, I was stopping and just dry heaving.
Yeah.
Couldn't take anything on.
Yeah.
Second aid station, just took water and a gel, got a second burst of life, did some damage.
Yeah.
And then the last aid station was fucking brutal.
What was your time?
9:30.
9:30. That's not bad.
Yeah. I also went the wrong way.
Sorry?
We went the wrong way.
I went the wrong way a couple of times. How far? How far wrong we're talking?
2 minutes maybe?
Yeah, that's not much then. I went about 5 minutes wrong. I think everyone did. It wasn't as well marked as I was hoping.
Yeah. Well, was it after the last aid station in the field?
Yeah, but I went through the forest. I got lost in the forest. Yeah, I didn't take the right left in the forest, and I got lost as well. There we go. He's done. You need to get a medal. So it's the day after the race. Just been for a little bike ride with Ben whilst he runs. To shake the legs out. They're pretty damn tight, but that's not surprising given the terrain I ran yesterday. Overall, pretty pleased with where I finished. Going in, I thought that sort of low 7s would be a really good result, and then sub 8 was like a bare minimum. I think I slightly underestimated the course. So having run 7:46, I think my final time was. I'm pretty pleased. What I am disappointed about is finishing 26th when I was ranked 25th. I would have liked to have finished above my ranking, but I was beaten by someone who hasn't even been able to run a sub 3 marathon on the flat, and that's like my jogging pace. So it's kind of just like a bit of a different sport really, to an extent. So I can't complain too much given the training I did. Also, if you look at my time on Strava, it was 7:13, so I spent 33 minutes sat around with my cramping issues. So had I fueled better and didn't get cramp, then I would have been able to get in and around that really good day mark. Obviously that didn't happen, but I know I have that in me. In terms of fueling, I didn't even have half my gels. I couldn't stomach them. I just wasn't enjoying Maltine yesterday. I think I need to have beta fuel instead. It sits better with me. So that's a lesson learned for the next race. But overall, I'm pretty pleased. I've got terrible sunburn, absolutely horrendous sunburn all on my back from wearing a vest. I won't be wearing a vest in the next race. Yeah, on to the next one in 4 weeks on the South Downs Way 50k, where hopefully I'll actually be vying for the win there. Over and out.